Picking up trimming where we left off in the previous video, click the voiceover for the movers and new office on the audio music layer, and shift it back to its original spot, starting with the movers. As we discussed earlier, the audio music layer and the video layer aren't connected. So as we've been tweaking our videos, the voiceover on the audio music layer hasn't moved. Since the movers aren't essential to your organization, but are instead used to provide a transition from the old office to the new office, we're going to cut it down to provide an opportunity to see more of the new office. Make sure the clip is selected, not the voiceover. Move the cursor to the starting point of the action. For this, it is when they are pushing the boxes up the ramp. We'll zoom in a few times to get a better view of what's going on. Let's start just as they are about to go up the ramp. Go to Clip, and set Start Trim Point. For the end of this clip, we'll stop just as they've handed off the cart of boxes. Here's good. Go to Clip, and set End Trim Point. Preview it.
I'm so happy about that.
Thank you for everyone that made this move possible. You are so
Shows a nice complete action. Next, we are going to trim the clip of the new office. It's nice to keep the city shot because it gives context to where the new office is located. However, we want to make sure that the focus is on the new office building. Therefore, we are going to trim the clip just before we begin panning away from the shot of downtown Chicago. Make sure that the clip is selected, and move the cursor to just before the panning. Now go to Clip, and set Start Trim Point. Now move the cursor to a little after the end of the voiceover. Go to Clip, and set End Trim Point. Hit spacebar or play to preview.
About that.
Thank you for everyone that made this move possible. You are so special to all of us here at CGLA. Without you all, this would not work. We appreciate you all and we love you all. Thank you. Thank you for this new building. It is 35 years overdue. Thank you.
Okay, most of the time a pause at the end is good for transitioning between speakers, but this one is too long. So let's trim it back. And preview it once more.
It is 35 years overdue. Thank you.
This should work much better. Although we are currently trimming, it's worth mentioning that what is guiding our trimming are concepts from reviewing footage. As we trim the clips, keep the script handy and stay on topic. As we mentioned, the footage of the new building was given preference over the movers because it has more importance given the context of the video. You could argue that the movers are part of moving day, not for more activity in the scene, which adds to the visual appeal. But this is a video for a non-profit. It is not a video about a moving company. Now we'll move on to trim the thank you barrage that will close out our video. Here's a clip of the executive director. Instead of selecting clip and setting start and ending trim points, remember that we can also grab the left or right sides of the videos to adjust the length. Grab the left side and pull it over just before he begins talking. Now go back a few seconds and press the spacebar or play to preview.
5 years overdue. Thank you.
The end of our phenomenal moving day. We've seen God's hand throughout the process, and we want to thank everyone for your role making it happen. And we'll see you Monday.
Looks good. But we're going to cut off that end so that his clip ends with his thank you, which will transition better into the other thank yous. Grab the right side and pull it over just after he says, "Thank you for making it happen." Press spacebar or play to preview.
Thank everyone for your role making it happen.
Alright, now we'll repeat these steps with the remaining thank yous. Grab the left side and pull it over just before she begins talking. Grab the right side and pull it over just after her thank you, when she just closes her mouth. We'll do the same thing for the next clip, giving a moment at the beginning and end to transition in and out of the clip. Now go back a few seconds and preview it.
Role making it happen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us turn the page on the next chapter of CGLA.
The next clip has a sharp noise at the beginning, so we'll be sure to cut that off And as always, use the preview window to see when people start and stop talking. The easiest ways to find start and stop points are people's facial expressions. Start trim point, and end trim point. Trim up the next clip as well. Let's find that beginning around here. Clip it, and let's find where she's finished talking. About here. And clip it as well. Let's go back a few clips and preview the thank you barrage.
Thank you.
Thank you for helping us turn the page on the next chapter of CGLA.
Thank you so much. The space is great.
Let's get rid of that pause.
Chapter of CGLA.
Thank you so much.
A little bit more.
CGLA.
Thank you so much. The space is great.
Thank you to everyone who's made this building a possibility.
That looks great. We just need to tighten up that last clip. Grab the left side and move it to just before he starts talking. We'll zoom in to get a better view. And preview it.
Thank you to everyone who's made this building a possibility. The space is amazing and it's really going to serve the clients well, and the staff is going to love it too.
Looks good. And on to the end of the last clip. We'll end with a smile. Preview it.
The staff is going to love it too.
Okay, that was a little quick, so we'll pad in another moment or two by grabbing the right side and extending it.
Clients well, and the staff is going to love it too.
Actually, there's a loud noise at the end, so we'll cut it down in order to get rid of it.
And the staff is going to love it too.
Almost there. Trim a bit more.
And the staff is going to love it too.
And with that, we have a nicely trimmed video that we can see here is just under 2 minutes. That is exactly what we wanted. Now save your project, because Windows Movie Maker can crash. Like this. And you'll have to redo your edits. Guess who was in the middle of this tutorial and lost everything? This guy. It was such a pain. In the next video, we'll adjust the audio levels of our newly trimmed clips so our video sounds as good as it looks.